So I know that you grew up in Queens, correct?
Yes.
I lived there for about 15 years, although I did not grow up there per se. I did spend most of my 20s and 30s there. So I thought I would show you some bands and groups that have come from Queens and get your thoughts on them.
Okay. All
How do you
right.
feel about that?
That's fun, and I didn't know it was gonna happen, so I'm very
Yeah,
excited.
surprise. Uh, these
Oh
guys.
wow! I didn't know they were from
You didn't
Queens.
know Kiss was from Queens?
No,
Oh, we're learning things here.
my friend Steve's mom used to do their makeup in high school. So yeah,
Really?
Steve Levine's mom.
So this is your friend's mom's, we have her to blame for this?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if she came up with the original looks, but I know that she used to help them with their makeup back in the days.
Wow. Was she a groupie?
No,
No, are you sure?
he would kill me if I said she was.
Wow, that's I saw them on their final tour, it must have been 2 or 3 years ago at this point. I think they're still go out there doing on their final tour. I mean, the pandemic definitely threw them off track, but I think they're
Do
gonna be on their final tour forever.
do they seem old in person?
No, because they wear so much makeup, you can't tell that they're old.
Like me?
Yeah, exactly. See, we can be young forever, like Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley from Queens,
Hell yeah, which I just found out.
which you just found out. You know, my mom's from Queens, from Flushing, and she didn't know that either.
Nice.
I'm
I'm from
like I'm like, "You were the perfect age, or you could have gone to see Kiss in Queens," and, like, totally she stopped listening to music when the Beatles started doing drugs.
Oh,
It was like, "Oh, no." She saw the Shea Stadium concert, and then that was kind of it for the cool band stuff.
I mean, it was hard to get into, like, the White Album and stuff. I
No, but this like, Sergeant Pepper's, she kinda missed the boat on Sergeant Pepper's. It's
ah,
like, "Are you kidding me?"
well, I don't know the chronological order. I guess the
Oh,
White
yeah.
Album was, like, later, later,
I
later.
mean, they didn't last more than 10 years total, so it all happened really quick. It's not like now where you have to wait 4 or 5 years for a band to put out an album. They would put out, like, 2 albums a year sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably better that way. Just grab your money and run and
Yeah.
yeah.
They're still doing that.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, can I curse? I can
Oh,
curse.
yeah, yeah, definitely. We're on YouTube, I mean,
Oh my
whatever.
god. Alright, cool.
Just don't play any copywritten music.
Oh, alright, I was gonna come into, like, the Drake song "Pop Star," but I'm glad that's all I was
Maybe
listening to,
yeah.
when I was getting ready.
Started from Degrassi, now he's here.
My brother just told me that Drake is not cool anymore, so
Was he cool ever?
that was my argument, right?
Because I didn't never that's like a totally different world to me. I
He's Canadian,
never thought he was cool.
it's a different meter of
They have a lower bar.
like, what can you no, that sounds really mean, but me um, Canadians are cool.
Go Canada.
So
Hey, I've never been to Ca I've been on the other side of Niagara Falls several times,
okay.
but I've never crossed the border.
I
But I
actually
played in Buffalo, New York.
nice.
That's the border.
I've been to Montreal with my friend Taylor. He was doing a documentary about freegan dumpster diving, and I
In
went.
Canada?
Yeah,
Or okay.
we went and we visited all these like food plants that had these like dumpsters full of trash, and we collected tons of fruits and vegetables and brought them to their habitat.
You know, that's something I've never really done is the dumpster diving.
um,
I cannot really claim that I'm a true punk rocker, I suppose.
dude, it tasted like fucking garbage. So,
Well, it was garbage.
uh,
Speaking of punk rock,
uh,
you know they're from Queens, right?
dude, but this is controversial.
Uh-oh.
I'm not into the Ramones. I
How are you not into the
it's
Ramones?
just
This is controversial. Let's talk about it.
um I don't I don't like it. I don't.
You're more of a hardcore?
I mean, I like hardcore. I'm more of like a pop tart. I like all kinds of music. Um, but yeah, I don't. I find them like a little annoying, but it might just be because of like how commercial everything got, and like their songs are everywhere.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't like that when they first came out, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I'm sure it was like a lot cooler when they first came out. CBGB's times.
Right. You
Um,
ever go to CBGB's?
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, well, actually, we're gonna talk about that later because it's part of one of your videos.
oh shit. Okay. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get into CBGB's. Um, alright, I didn't know this one was from Queens until this week. They're not really a band, but apparently they are from Queens.
Okay. I don't know who they are.
The Jerky Boys?
No, am I? Should I know what this?
Yeah, they were a phenomenon in the '90s. They were like those prank phone callers, Jerky
Oh,
Boys,
okay. I guess
remember?
I've seen them, but I okay now.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't know what they looked like, but, 'cause they're usually just like
Yes,
cartoon characters.
know the actual prank phone calls because I would listen to them. I would download them on Napster.
Yeah, Napster days, yeah.
All right, yeah, I know what it is.
Apparently they're from Queens, I didn't know that, but I guess it makes sense.
But at the time, I was like 12 or something.
Alright, we'll get into a little bit more hardcore. I think it's still sort of on the time, chronology, is that a word?
Okay,
This is Reagan Youth. Well, this is a version of Reagan Youth.
cool.
You know anything about Reagan Youth?
No, it's
You don't know anything about Reagan
not
Youth.
cool.
Well, they weren't that, they're not Ramones famous, but in the punk world, I guess they're kind of famous.
I mean, look at that. What that I don't like. I don't like his hat.
Well, actually, only these 2 people on the left are still in the band. That's my friend Tibby. I used to do a lot of music videos with her.
Oh,
And
nice.
then Paulie, he's the only original member. Um, but yeah, they were, real political punk rockers from Queens in the '80s.
Cool.
And then I think I'm getting a little bit more hardcore and more modern. Let's see who this is. This is Murphy's Law.
Okay, yeah. I know who they are.
Yeah, I thought we would get into maybe stuff you know
Cool.
here.
Sorry.
I don't know, I did see them once. I saw them once opening up for actually The Germs, another band that I can cross off my Decline of Western Civilization, checklist, at
Nice.
the Gramercy Theater. And that guy, 3rd from the left with the Harley Davidson shirt,
Mhm.
I think that's him. I actually was in a band with him for a while.
Oh, dude, you've been everywhere.
I know, see? This is why I have a show, so I can remind people that I'm cool and I have cool stories to tell.
You have cool stories and so many more to come because you have new music coming out.
Yeah, hell yeah, actually 3 albums coming out. Well, one at a time, but I started them all at the same time, so this is Sworn Enemy, I think,
All right.
and I used to see them when I was in high school. Not in Queens, but they would come back to, Rockland County where I
I like
lived, and live again. What's that?
their Old Navy cargo shorts.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, and I don't know how old this picture is because apparently they're still around, and apparently actually, the drummer from the video we just saw at the beginning
Mhm.
is playing with them now as a fill-in drummer as of, like, this week, so I was like, "Wow, they're still around? I used to see them 20 years ago."
Damn.
I guess they're from Queens.
I thought you were
And
gonna.
then what's
Okay.
that?
No. We'll see. I thought it was done. Okay.
Yeah, that was it, that's all I got. That's
I
the
think
end of that segment.
Nicki Minaj.
Oh, is she from Queens?
She's from
I
yeah.
know she's from New York because, my old roommate went to high school with her.
50 Cent is also from Queens.
Yeah, I read that. See, I
Yeah,
don't know much about rap music. Onyx, I heard, is from Queens.
I didn't know that. All right.
See, we're learning so much about our borough.
So much about
Well,
Queens.
my mom was born there, my dad was born in the Bronx, and then I was born way upstate somewhere, so I can't really claim to be a real New Yorker.
Uh,
But I've crawled back, you know, over time.
I was born in the Dominican Republic, so
That's pretty cool.
but I did grow up in Queens.
Yeah. I didn't yeah, I mean, I moved there when I was, my early 20s.
Cool.
Many moons ago.
Like, share, subscribe.